Good morning. Hello. It's Sunday, the 22nd of September. So, welcome to another edition of Post Match with me on Up the Reds TV, Andy Canby. Okay, so let's get on to the game that I was at yesterday against Bournemouth. Convincing win for the Reds, I thought. The game was really won in the first half. But it's we had an early scare. The goal was chalked off for offside. It was one of those, it's not going to be one of those afternoons when they scored. But I thought we took control of the game after that. And we were superb. It's amazing how after last week's game against Forest, things can certainly turn around. I mean, you've got to give every credit to Arne Slot. People were moaning about the result last week. I was being more, I was blaming it on the international break. The muscle memory wasn't there. Muscle memory came back on Tuesday, and the muscle memory was certainly back yesterday. The team as a whole played really, really well. We can talk about individuals, which I will do in a bit. But like I say, first half, we dominated. After the early scare, we played some very good football. We won the game from front to back, really. Kelleher, he made two good saves. Like I say, he's a good number two to come in from Ali. And I expect Kelleher to be in at the West Ham game. I'll be surprised if he's not starting at Wolves at the 5:30 kickoff next Saturday as well. Because you know what Ali's like with his injuries. When he gets muscle injuries, they're not days, they're weeks with him. Thought Trent had a good game, always making that extra player in midfield in Arne Slot's new system, which is far better than what it was under Jurgen in the latter part of his management. Robbo was good today, worked really hard. Virgil was Virgil, but you have to give some credit to Konate. He was involved in the goals. The first one where he long pass behind the back of the centre halves. Luis Diaz catching onto that, taking it round the keeper. It was a perfect finish. I was behind the goal. I thought the keeper was going to come out and head it and take everybody out with him, but he hesitated. Nice touch on the thigh from Diaz, takes it round, second touch, bang, good goal. 2 minutes later, we get the second, and yet again, good football again down the right-hand side. Ibu is involved again. Trent got the ball, ran into midfield, starting to stretch the defence. Louis on the left-hand side, great first touch, good cool finish with his left foot. Just want to see him do a bit more of that, but he was superb finish that. And then 37 minutes was it, or something like that. Darwin Núñez again, flick header. Mo finds him. Mo's running in. Luis Diaz is available on the far post. Darwin just checks up, goes round the defender and hits a superb, as we call him, a bender round Kepa. That he was no chance with that. In off the post, 3-0, game virtually over. But second half, you have to give Bournemouth some credit. I think they had 19 shots, throughout the game, which is not bad. We just sort of like, we didn't take our foot off the gas in the second half. We just controlled the game. We had chances. Excuse me. I would like to have seen some more work from Darwin in the second half before he got taken off. His movement wasn't as good as it was in the first half, but yeah, it was a good performance by him. I thought Mo was wasteful. Excuse me, I'm going to cough again. I thought Mo was wasteful yesterday, and I thought he was in a couple of games this season, where he should have passed and not shot, where he should have shot but passed and the pass was short. So yeah, it's funny how Arnie Slot's keeping him on, where many around me were saying he needs to come off and get Chiesa on and give Chiesa some game time. Obviously, Cody came on, Chiesa came on. Cody is he's superb. He really is. The players that are coming on, I know they didn't make any effort last week. Again, putting that down to the international break, but Cody came on as if he was still playing from Tuesday night against Milan. He's a quality player. Arnie Slot must be pleased of the quality of squad that he's inherited. And he must be pleased in how he's developing these players, young players. So now I'm going to talk about the midfield. Szoboszlai, Ryan Gravenberch and Alex McAllister. I mean, that is a formidable midfield. I think McAllister goes under the radar. You know, some of the things that he does on a football. I'm glad he plays for us, really am. He dropped in, then Ryan dropped in. Szoboszlai, he's the workhorse, he's the runner, trying to get bits of things. If Szoboszlai just improves on his sort of like silliness in the game, by that I mean, you know, losing the ball, giving the ball away, and then not taking his chances when he should be. If he gets that out of his game, he'll be top player for Liverpool. I mean, he's already a top player, but I mean top player for Liverpool. Talking about top players, Ryan Gravenberch. The lad's 22 years old, and that is frightening. Can you imagine what he's going to be like 26, 28 when he's purring in that position? I think he's made that position his own. I mean, him and Arnie Slot have, you know, well, Arnie Slot and his coaching staff have worked wonders with him, because he is a quality player. Some of the things that he does for a tall lad in that position, he's not phased at all. I mean, he won 9 defensive duels. I mean, that's amazing. You know, that's what you want your number 6 to do on the defensive side, but also going forward, his range of passing, his movement, taking 2 or 3 players out with a touch. We've got a good baller in there now. I know that Zubamendi, and there's talk about him wanting to come in January, but he gave up the opportunity to come in the summer. Have we missed out on him? I don't think so. I think Ryan Gravenberch said, right, okay, if I'm going to play in the Premier League, if I'm going to play for Liverpool Football Club, I'm going to nail down a position, and he's done it. He's, you know, Curtis Jones came on. He did okay when he came on. He had a shot. I mean, we were a few chances that we had in the second half. Curtis side-footed it when he should have put his laces through it, and the net should have been bulging. But yeah, so our midfield looks really strong. You could say that we won the game through midfield in the second half by just controlling everything. As I say, don't be fooled. Bournemouth did have their chances, and as I said, that Kelleher made a couple of good saves. The one that came off Trent from under the bar that was going in, and he flicked it out. But the other positives are clean sheet again. We've only conceded one goal in 5 games. Everybody's talking about Arsenal's defensive record, but they can't score at the other end. That's their issue. Yeah, Arsenal good defensive wise, but we've had a good start. We go top of the table. Won't be for long because either City or Arsenal will jump us today. But it is what it is there. But we are definitely in the mix. Definitely in the mix. Just on Darwin Núñez, Arne Slot gave me his first start. I think he's got him in mind and playing against West Ham midweek as well. And I also think that when Chiesa came on, Chiesa finished the game on the right-hand side, Mo was down the middle. And that happened in the last 5-10 minutes of the game. And he's going to be one hell of a baller for us. He can do things as well for us. So, yeah, it was a good day yesterday. It's been a good week, actually, after the Forest game for Arne. I mean, that was a test for him this week. He's come out with flying colours, and yet again, I liked his interview. He said we did things better, with and without the ball. That's what he liked about the game. But he was also honest about, look, Bournemouth were a different team to Forest, and he was prepared, and he prepared the team really well. So yeah, all in all, it's been a good week for the Reds, and we go again in the Carabao Cup against West Ham midweek, and expect there'll be lots of changes for Arne Slot to be making. But then again, Willie, I think he was really clever after Tuesday. I mean, I was saying about Cody Gakpo being a shoo-in for the start yesterday, but you have to give every credit to Arne. He's making the right decisions with the players at the right time. Be it last week being a one-off, put it down to a number of factors, but the international break was the main one. I thought he was very clever. I mean, Luis Diaz is transformed under Arne Slot. What's he got? 5 goals, 1 assist. I mean, he is on fire. And I'm loving it. I see the crowd stayed behind yesterday, which was good. I know some of the old ones were leaving early, but yeah, the crowd stayed behind, applauded the team off, and that was good to see. Players high-fiving each other, and last-ditch tackles and things like that was great. So yeah, everybody's on the same pitch. Everybody's going in the right direction. It's brilliant to see. We should get better and better as the season goes on, and I'm looking forward to that, and I'm sure you guys are as well. Okay, I'll do another one, a preview for the West Ham game, and I'll speak to you about that, get that watched, and then I'll do another one. I'm not going to the West Ham game, although there will be loads of tickets available, I'm led to believe. £25 onwards, so being the Carabao Cup. Yeah, okay. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe to it, please share, and come in and join the fun. Leave me, as I said, leave me a like, give us a subscribe, and leave a comment below. Okay, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll be watching some footy and having a few drinks later. Up the Reds.